Hi, and welcome to Wonderland's podcast interviews with authors. And tonight we have C.J.Laurence. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Good.
Thank you for coming on tonight. I promise I won't be too mean.
No, that's fine. Thank you for having me. I've never done one of these before, so this is like new territory for me.
I've only just this is a whole new thing for me doing these as well. I just thought they'd be really cool, so I thought we'd.
It is a good idea.
Do them. Yeah, I'm getting used to it. I'm still a bit tongue-tied here and there, but it's getting there.
You and me both, don't worry.
So, can we start off with you telling everyone who you are and maybe like some fun facts about yourself for those that don't know you?
Yeah, okay. So my name's Claire. I am Lincolnshire born and bred. I am approaching the dreaded 40 birthday in about 3 weeks. So I am, midlife crisis, I think, is coming on.
No, it's the 40 and fuck it club.
Okay, in that case, I can't wait to join. I write all sorts of things. I started off doing contemporary and then I kind of fell into paranormal, and that's kind of my groove at the moment, but I do have plans to do other stuff. Fun facts about me: I hate coffee.
Me too.
Do you know, I've never met anybody else that hates coffee. I feel like
I do.
I
hate it.
It like when you can smell the beans roast, but the actual taste of it just makes me want to throw up. I just
no, I can't. No.
Absolutely hate coffee. I am a bit of a lover of conspiracy theories, I have to say.
Who isn't?
Yeah, I sometimes get some really like weird side eye looks when I tell people that, but I just like to have my mind open to different possibilities, and it kind of helps with my books because then my whole what if scenarios, which is where a lot of books come from, it just kind of spirals out from there.
Yeah.
So
that's what I say. So we'll do our live with our metal hats on, shall we?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So how about you tell us some about your books?
Okay. So the series, I've got 2 series at the moment that I'm kind of concentrating on. One is Whitby Shadows, which this is the first book, which is Love, Lies and Immortal Ties. That's a complete series now at 5 books. So that is like Twilight Vampire Diaries kind of vibes. So you've got the love triangle from Twilight, and then I've mixed it with all of the drama and the chaos that you get from Vampire Diaries. So it's quite good for those that don't want dark, don't want heavy, and they're not too bothered about the spice. There's a couple of open door scenes in book 3, but other than that, it's pretty tame. So I generally say that's good for like 16-year-olds upwards. Yeah. You know, youngsters that are just figuring out relationships and whatever else. And the main character, Caitlin, she's 18. So there's quite a relatable level there. Yeah. And then my other series, which is Shadowed Souls, which this is book 1, Demons and Damnation. Yeah. That is a completely different vibe. That is very dark. In my opinion, it's very spicy, but this is where I get stuck with spice levels because some people go off quantity and some people go off quality. Yeah. So I tend to write my spice where it falls into the plot, not just it being in there for the sake of it. So this series for me is spicy. It has about 4 scenes per book, but they are long scenes and explicit. Yeah. A lot of the themes in that series are very taboo, I would say. Not a lot of people like reading really dark content. So it's basically a series that focuses on revenge and supernatural creatures that have power that literally use that power to go and seek revenge. Yeah. So, yeah, it can get a little bit heavy with some of the subject. So 2 very different vibes, really. And then we've got obviously all of my contemporary stuff, which is happy and sweet and light and fluffy. The complete other end of the spectrum.
So you're multi-talented is what you're saying then?
I'd never thought of it like that, to be fair. I always tell people...
You can dip your toe in all ponds.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Yeah. I've just always looked at it as like, I write what I'm in the mood to write. So mood, like, and I'm feeling romancy and I want something nice and sweet, then I'll write. I'll write a bit of like cowboy romance. Or if I want something like really dark and gritty, then that's when I get into my paranormal creatures.
Yeah. I like that though. I like that. Yeah. I like it when authors can do a bit of everything. Yeah. I think it's nice, you know, it's not because it's not the same old. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, it's not
It's
just
not
the
like,
same stuff
yeah,
recycled.
yeah. So it's, yeah, I like it. I like it. So do you have any writing rituals that you do?
I would say my main one is I'm most creative in the morning. So my main ritual is if I need to get some words out, I will write in the morning because I
Yeah,
find, especially at this time of day, like 8 o'clock at night, I've been up since 6. I've been at work all day. Just my energy is drained. And to sit in front of the keyboard and then to churn out words, just no. So my main
yeah.
ritual, I suppose, is if I'm going to write, it has to be in the morning.
And like, do you get up earlier to do that? Or
Yeah.
yeah,
So my husband
and
gets up at 5 in the morning for work. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I'm one of those that when I'm awake, I'm awake. And as
yeah,
soon as he's out of bed, my brain is like switched on. Just the ideas are coming in, and I'm like, I need to do this and I need to do that and I need to do that. And then I get ants in my pants and I can't stay in bed. So then I end up on the computer.
yeah. I'm the opposite. I kind of like, I think I get mine, like when you're just about to doze off, you're just about to doze off, and then I'll like go, what if I did this and this and this with that character? That would be nice. And then I'm thinking,
Yeah.
no, stop, got to go to yeah, but
Yeah.
getting up that early would be like torture to me. I'm the hit the snooze button girl until you can't hit anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm quite bad for it. I don't know what it is. Like, for example, I've got an eye test on Saturday morning, and I'm already
Yeah,
thinking about moving it to the afternoon because then I know if I go for my eye test in the morning, by the time I come back, I'll have lost my energy for writing. So it's
yeah,
literally how pretty much shape my mornings around writing.
yeah. I like that though. I'm sort of like an afternoon girly. It
Okay.
takes me until the afternoon to wake up properly to be, and then hit 6 o'clock, and then I'm that up and knackered again now between that time.
Yeah, 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 I get that.
So, about your characters, have you based any of your characters on like yourself or life experiences that you've had?
Not directly, no. I think there's one book in particular that I'm thinking of. There's a young adult book that I wrote called Bloom, which
Yeah,
is about a runaway teenage girl who bumps into a lost horse on the moors. And there is a particular thing that happened to me at school that I actually made happen to her as
yeah,
a reason as to why she ran away. So
yeah,
that's the most direct thing I've ever put in there, to be honest, in any of my characters. Most of them, I take traits from like my favourite characters on TV shows and films and inject
yeah,
like my favourite parts and then create like a mishmash version.
yeah. And you don't take any parts from like people in reality in your life. No.
No, I don't know, which is surprising actually. Yeah,
I
no,
don't think it's shocking. I think some authors do and some don't. I just think it's whoever or whatever inspires you at the time that you take from, I don't know, like Vampire Diaries, for instance, like Klaus might do something and you think, yeah, no, my character could be a bit like broody and moody, but have
yeah,
that soft
yeah,
honeycomb, like toffee center in the middle,
yeah, exactly.
exactly. So, yeah, no, is, you know, whatever I suppose our influences come from at the time. But if you were going to spend a day with like one of your characters,
Yeah.
is there a specific one that you would spend the day with, and what would you do?
Well, that's a good one. I would. Sorry, I'm just thinking through all my characters.
No, it's the list. You don't want to upset any of them, do you? Like
No, I
play
don't.
favoritism.
I think I would spend the day with Kyla, who is my main female character from my Shadowed Soul series. She is,
Mm.
I think she's the closest one to me because of how temperamental she is. And she just reacts off of her emotions before actually thinking, which is kind of, yeah, but I blame mine on menopause.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, I think it would be Kyla.
Yeah.
What would we do? I want to see her do her magic because she has got some really cool magic. Really cool.
Okay, then. So if you could have any power, what would you have?
Any power. Oh,
Any power.
oh. I would want to be a mage that could not control because that's not like the aspect I'm going for, but communicate and like work with animals.
Oh, that would be cool.
So literally have them like at your beck and call, like, right, I need an eagle, come and get this rat or whatever, or,
Yeah. Can you
I need
hang my
a
washing
lion.
out for me?
I need a lion to take this person out. Come on, where are you?
Yeah.
That would be
I
my
need
go-to
I
power.
need a ride to the shops. Which one's up for it?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, snow. Yeah, that's quite cool. I've often thought about it, and I'm not sure. Sometimes I've thought I wouldn't mind. I don't know if you've ever seen Charmed,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't mind being a, what are they called? A white light Paige, is it? She's a white light,
Yes. Yeah. White lighter. Yeah.
or whatever it is that they do, and like, yeah, they can all appear in there. You know, I
Yeah.
think it'd be cool to stand there and go, "It's really miserable here. I'm going to Jamaica Beach for the day."
That would be a good one, actually. That would be really good. So you can do it with a click of your fingers. I'll have to wait for a
Going to
bird.
the beach. Yeah, I'll come pick you up on the way,
Okay.
or you can bring the bird.
All right. Fair enough.
For a reader that is new to you, what series would you suggest to start off with?
It depends if they have any triggers. If
Yeah,
they have triggers, I would direct them towards Whitby Shadows. If they have
yeah,
no triggers, Shadowed Souls.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And do you have any books books that you're working on at the moment?
Yeah. So I'm currently working on book 5 of Shadowed Souls, which will then complete the series. That's coming out at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I'm also working on book 1 of my new series, which is Mafia Origins. That is going to
Oh,
be,
okay, cool.
I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited. I'm already 8 chapters into that one, which is 7
Yeah.
more chapters than what I've actually written for book 5 of Shadowed Souls so far. And then I'm also working on book 1 for a young adult fairy tale retelling series as
Oh,
well.
lovely.
Yeah, that's an academy series. So
Yeah.
my new PNR series, the Mafia one, is so dark. I can only do like a chapter at a time and then I'm done for a few days. So
Yeah.
the young adult fluffy fairy tale thing is kind of like my balance after writing something so dark.
Yeah.
I go and do that and it kind of relieves me, so to speak.
Oh, that's really cool. I like that. I'm looking forward to that one, actually. I like a good fairy tale retelling.
It'll be really sweet. It won't be spicy at all because I want it to be available for like 14 upwards. That's like the age range.
Yeah, but I don't think it has to be spicy. I'm
No.
pretty much like, I don't have to have spice. I like spice, but I don't have to have spice.
Yeah.
And I like, the soppy romancy sort of stuff that doesn't lead to that. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Closed door is enough because you've got all the suspense
Yeah.
and seeing
Yeah.
get together.
You can kind of imagine what they're doing behind the door. So, yeah.
That'll do. Yeah.
So, last question. What events do you have this year and next year coming up?
So I am at Wonderland in July, obviously.
And we're so happy to have you.
Yeah, I'm delighted. And I'm a gold sponsor for that as well.
I know, yeah.
So
Gold
excited
sponsor.
for it. It was such a good time last year.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was really good.
It was.
And then I'm doing Romance in the North in Hull.
Yes.
Book Babes Takes Christmas.
Yay.
And then next year I'm signed up for Scriptorium, which is in Scotland in April.
Yeah.
And Book Lovers in the Black Country, which is in September.
Yeah, that's Nikki's, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah,
And then obviously I've applied again for Wonderland. I've applied again for Pacify. So yeah, we'll see what happens there.
Excellent. Well, I'm super duper looking forward to seeing you at Wonderland again this year.
Same.
And thank you so much for coming on.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. I will speak to you in about 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. See you in 10 minutes.
Yeah. See you soon. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye.